brother?
Alright.
Yeah, I'm good, thank you. How are you? That's good.
I'm Jon Judace. My brand is called Jon Judace Art. So I'm a full-time artist and I'm based in Brixton. And yeah, the art I do is quite varied, but it's got a cultural African feel to it, and I specialise in mostly pen and ink drawings. And my slogan for art is art on everything, so I do a variety of different products with artwork printed on there and artwork pieces itself. In terms of the business, Jon Judace Art, to be honest, I've always been interested in art. From when I was young, I've always been drawing. The earliest memories I've got is of drawing, and people tell me, even before I can remember, they always tell me I used to pick up pencil and always be drawing things. So I went through quite a varied career. I went through civil service and quite a few different careers, but I always knew I was going to come back to art and design. So yeah, it was something that I was destined to do. I've been doing it full time now for the past 4 years. The reason I do it in Brixton is because I'm from Brixton. I was actually born and raised in Brixton, so one of my first aims was to make sure that if I do launch the business as I plan to, the first thing I was going to do is establish myself in Brixton, because this has always been my base.
Second question is, what inspired you to make this creation?
From then to now is a shell of its former self. I've gone through a lot of transition, a lot of change. Some positive, some negative, but generally speaking, we're looking at a completely different place. Before, Brixton used to be the cultural hub of London, you might as well say. You know, it was the place where you knew that you could find African and the Caribbean community. You could come, and all of us used to, I mean, I live in Brixton, but everyone comes to Brixton to do their shopping, their weekly food shopping. There used to be record shops all over the place in Brixton. There used to be radio stations from Brixton. There was so much going on before, but like I said before, for me it was like a cultural hub, and that's what I grew up and that's what I know as Brixton. What it is now is, to be honest, it's just like a replica of what you see in different places throughout London. What you see in Camden, what you see in Shoreditch, different places like that. It's a generic do-over that they've done of the area, basically. And there are some positives. I mean, there's some great businesses that have come to the area now as a result. But what I know Brixton as, the core of what I know as Brixton, has gone. That is gone. So it's been a complete change. Yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, nothing is permanent, so you expect change, but yeah, it's something you have to deal with, but it's quite unfortunate to see. Yeah.
Brother, so explain to me what this is.
Basically wanted to make sure I've got a range of greeting cards which gives you a nice, diverse, different amount of cultural images to choose from. And this is one thing that I found that wasn't available a good few years ago. So when I first started the business, finding nice cultural black African greeting cards was near enough impossible. So that's one of the main things I wanted to make sure to do. But it's also good for me because I do a lot of different drawing. At the moment I just draw whenever I feel to, whatever I feel to. So it gives me a good opportunity to be able to display different types of artwork on the greeting cards. But this one in particular, basically the idea behind it is, in the background you've got the universe. So this is the universe being created, and this is my representation of the creator. So the creator, obviously you don't know what it looks like, it's just black, just to show a creator. That which looks like hair is not actually hair, but it's just to show that the brain is connected throughout everywhere in the universe. And these are the early planets being formed. The reason why there's mathematical equations in the background is just to show that mathematics is a universal language, so everything can be explained with mathematics, whether it be distance, whether it's size, whether it's weight, whether it's you know, the speed of light, if we're talking about the size of galaxies, if we're talking about time itself, everything can be explained with mathematics. So that's why the equations are there. And then as you come down, it's coming down into the present day, and after basically the universe has been created, it's coming down to the present day to show that the Black King is the first creation after that. So yeah, it's just a creation story.
That's amazing.
My inspired words of wisdom. First of all, I would say it doesn't matter whether it's business, whether it's emotionally, whether it's spiritually. The only thing I would say is master your own destiny. I mean, I can elaborate exactly what I mean by that, but master your own destiny, and also don't ignore the bigger picture. That's one of the key things I would say, don't ignore the bigger picture, because nowadays what you find is that there are so many distractions, there are so many different things going on, there's so many different avenues that people are being forced down, especially young people. But you have to know yourself, ignore the distractions, and manifest your own destiny, basically. That's the main thing I would say. And yeah, like I said, that transcends just business. So business-wise, manifest your own destiny. If you can, put yourself in a position where you're not having to go to other people to make sure that there's food on your table. You know, if you can do it for yourself, if you can put your hands together and do something for yourself, then do it. That's the way forward. Yeah. Just to let you know as well, you can find me on all social media. So Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube. Just follow at Jon Judace. And I've also got my website, which is www.jonjudace.com. So you can find me anywhere on the net. Thank you.
It's been a pleasure, and hopefully we'll meet each other soon. Yeah, take care. Thanks. Yeah.